first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hands it off out of the gun. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Bullard. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some room to run now. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Bullard. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On first down, Akers stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Off play action. Bullard. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bullard. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On fourth down, Bullard. And Woods has it complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Off the play fake. Bullard. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Bullard. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. It's complete to Turbin. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Bullard. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bullard. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break? And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Philly. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Hurts forced out to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Throwing throwing is Hurts. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Bullard. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll go again here with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run here with Akers. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Bullard. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
The Eagles' 5-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Rager, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the handoff, it's Akers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the LA